Everyday English Listening. Let's listen to English every day because it helps us improve our listening skills, understand pronunciation better, learn new vocabulary, and become more confident in real conversations. Keep practicing. Learning is the path to success. In every part of life, whether it's career, relationships, personal growth, or happiness, there is one truth that stands above all. Learning is the path to success. From the moment we are born, we begin to learn. We learn how to walk, talk, and understand the world around us. As we grow older, we go to school, learn new skills, and try to understand ourselves better. This learning never stops. The more we learn, the better we become, and the closer we get to the success we dream of. But what does it really mean to say learning is the path to success? It means that no matter where you are in life or what goals you have, learning is the tool that helps you get there. In this article, we'll explore how learning builds success, why it's more important than talent or luck, and how to make learning a daily habit that leads you to a better life. 1. Learning builds skills. At the heart of every successful person is a set of strong skills. These could be communication skills, technical knowledge, creativity, or leadership abilities. But how do people get these skills? They learn. For example, a great doctor studies for years to learn about the human body. A successful business person learns about markets, finance, and how to work with people. A good teacher never stops learning about how to teach better. Every skill comes from learning, sometimes from books, sometimes from experience, and sometimes from failure. The more you learn, the more tools you have to succeed. 2. Learning opens new opportunities. People who keep learning are more prepared for new chances in life. When a new job opportunity comes, a learner is ready. When life changes or challenges appear, someone who keeps learning can adapt and grow. Imagine two people. One stops learning after school. The other continues learning new things. Languages, technology, communication. 10 years later, who will have more opportunities? The learner will. Because the world is always changing, and those who keep learning can move forward with it. Success comes to those who are ready, and learning prepares us for whatever comes next. 3. Learning helps you solve problems. No journey to success is free of problems. In fact, success often comes after you solve many difficult problems. Learning gives you the power to face challenges, think clearly, and find solutions. When you learn how to stay calm under pressure, break down a problem into steps, ask the right questions, look for answers in the right places, you become someone who doesn't give up easily. That kind of thinking is what brings long-term success. 4. Learning builds confidence. Success is not just about what you do, it's also about how you feel. Confident people believe in themselves. And where does confidence come from? It comes from knowledge. When you know something well, you feel strong. You're not afraid to speak, act, or take a chance. You believe in your abilities. Learning gives you that strength. Imagine trying to speak English in public. If you've studied, practiced, and learned new vocabulary, you'll feel more confident. That confidence leads to better communication and better results. Success. 5. Learning keeps you growing. True success is not a destination, it's a journey. Successful people never stop growing. They always want to learn more, understand more, and become better. The most successful people in the world, great inventors, leaders, and artists, are often the ones who say, "I'm still learning." They read books, ask questions, and stay curious. That mindset keeps them moving forward, even when others stop. When you keep learning, you never stay stuck. You always find a way forward, and success becomes part of your life, not just a goal at the end. 6. Learning makes you independent. When you learn new things, you become less dependent on others. You don't always need someone to solve problems for you or to show you the way. You can think for yourself. You can make good decisions. You can build your own future. For example, if you learn how to manage money, you can save, invest, and grow wealth. If you learn how to cook, you can take care of yourself and your family. If you learn English, you can travel, study abroad, or get a better job. Each skill gives you freedom, and freedom is a big part of success. 7. Learning creates a growth mindset. People who believe in learning believe they can improve. This is called a growth mindset. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good at this," they say, "I can get better if I keep trying." A growth mindset leads to more effort, more courage, more creativity, more progress. When you believe that learning is always possible, you stop fearing failure. You start trying new things, taking risks, and growing, and that's how success happens. 8. Learning makes life meaningful. Success is not just about money or fame. It's also about living a life that feels meaningful. Learning helps us understand the world, connect with others, and discover what really matters to us. When you learn, you can appreciate other cultures and people. You can enjoy books, music, and art in new ways. You can help others by teaching, guiding, or sharing your knowledge. This kind of learning brings not just success, but joy and purpose. 9. Learning is a lifelong process. Some people think learning ends after school. Smart people know that learning never ends. Every stage of life brings new lessons, if you're open to them. You can keep learning through reading books and articles, watching videos or taking online courses, talking with wise people, trying new things and reflecting on your experience. The more you learn, the more alive you feel. Learning keeps your mind young and your spirit strong. It is the lifelong engine that powers success. 10. How to make learning a habit. If learning is the path to success, then we must walk that path every day. Here are simple ways to make learning a habit. Read every day. Even 10 minutes of reading can teach you something new. Ask questions. Be curious. Ask why and how often. Practice new skills. Use what you learn in real life. Write things down. Keep a journal of your ideas and progress. Surround yourself with learners. Talk to people who are also growing. Learning doesn't have to be hard or boring. It can be exciting, fun, and full of rewards if you keep your mind open. We explored how learning builds skills, creates opportunities, increases confidence, and leads to lasting personal and professional success. Now, let's go even deeper into this powerful idea. Learning is the path to success, not only in school or work, but in every area of life. Whether you're learning English, starting a new business, or improving your relationships, learning is the foundation that supports everything else. Let's continue to understand why smart, continuous learning is the most valuable tool you can carry through life, and how to use it wisely and purposefully. 11. Success comes from small, continuous learning. One of the most important things to understand about success is this: it doesn't happen all at once. Success is not a single event. It's a collection of small actions, repeated every day. The same is true for learning. Smart learners know this truth. Little by little becomes a lot. You don't have to read a whole book in one day. You don't have to master all of English in a week. Just 15 to 30 minutes of daily effort builds a mountain of knowledge over time. Consistent learning, even in small amounts, is what leads to long-term success. Every new word you learn, every article you read, every lesson you finish, each one is a small brick that builds your success. 12. Learning teaches. You discipline success doesn't just require skill or knowledge. It also requires discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Learning helps you build this important quality. For example, when you make a plan to study for 20 minutes a day and stick to it, you are building discipline. When you review vocabulary even when you're tired, you are training yourself to follow through. That same discipline will help you in all areas of life, managing your time, keeping promises, meeting deadlines, saving money. Learning helps you become not just smarter, but stronger and more reliable. 14. Learning increases your emotional intelligence. Success isn't only about what you know, it's also about how well you work with others, how you manage your emotions, and how you handle stress. These are all part of emotional intelligence, and yes, they can also be learned. Smart learners study how to communicate clearly and respectfully, listen actively and understand others, stay calm under pressure, control their anger, jealousy, or fear, support and lead people around them. People with high emotional intelligence often succeed more than people who are only technically smart because they know how to connect with people, which is essential in every job and relationship. 15. Learning is the best investment. You can make some people spend money on things, clothes, gadgets, games, but smart people know that the best investment is in your own mind. Every book you read, course you take, and skill you learn makes you a more capable, confident, and successful person. No one can steal knowledge from you. It never expires or becomes useless. It grows and helps you in ways you may not even expect. Let's say you invest your time and money in learning English. That one decision can lead to a better job, more friends from around the world, freedom to travel and explore, access to more books, movies, and learning material. One smart investment can change your entire future. 16. Learning turns failure into progress. One of the greatest benefits of learning is that it helps you turn your failures into lessons. Everyone fails at something. What separates successful people from others is how they respond to failure. Do they give up, or do they learn? When you approach life as a learner, you see failure not as a defeat, but as a teacher. You ask, what can I do better next time? What did I learn from this mistake? How can I grow stronger because of this? That mindset makes you unstoppable. With each failure, you become wiser, and wisdom leads to success. 17. Learning inspires others. When you commit to learning and growing, people notice. You become a role model to your friends, children, students, or colleagues. You show them that learning is powerful and success is possible for anyone. By learning English, for example, you may inspire a younger sibling to do the same. By studying hard for a test, you may motivate your classmates. By improving your public speaking, you may encourage your coworkers to improve themselves too. Your growth can spark growth in others, and that ripple effect is one of the most beautiful results of learning. 18. Learning expands your worldview. The more you learn, the more you understand the world. You discover new cultures, new ideas, and new ways of thinking. You become more open-minded, respectful, and curious. When you learn English, for example, you also learn about different cultures and ways of life, how to express your own opinions clearly, how to understand jokes, idioms, and expressions from around the world. This broader understanding makes you more compassionate, more creative, and more capable of working with diverse people. In a globalized world, that kind of wisdom is a true form of success. 19. Learning is the first step to any dream. Whatever your dream is, starting a business, becoming a doctor, living in another country, or writing a book, it starts with learning. Without learning, dreams remain just dreams. But with learning, dreams turn into goals, and goals turn into reality. Ask yourself, what do I need to learn to move one step closer to my goal? What is stopping me right now, and what knowledge would help me overcome that? Every dream has a learning path. The sooner you start walking it, the sooner success comes. 20. How to stay motivated to keep learning. Sometimes, even smart learners lose motivation. So, how do you keep going? Here are some simple tips. Make learning fun. Watch funny videos, play games, learn through songs, track your progress. Keep a journal of what you've learned. Reward yourself. After finishing a lesson or reaching a goal, treat yourself. Join a group. Learning with others keeps you engaged and supported. Remind yourself of your why. Why did you start learning in the first place? Motivation goes up and down, but habits keep you moving. Create learning habits that become part of your daily life, like brushing your teeth. Success does not come overnight. It comes step by step, lesson by lesson. It comes from falling down and getting up. It comes from trying, failing, and trying again. And at the heart of it all is learning. Learning is not just something you do, it's something you become. When you become a learner, you also become a leader, a creator, a thinker, and a doer. You take control of your future. You build a life that grows stronger every day. So never stop learning. Whether you're learning a language, a skill, or a life lesson, know this. Learning is the path to success, and every step you take brings you closer to your dreams.